Debo here again, taking a look at my mock for the Kree Supreme Intelligence. It's a Marvel character that has shown up here and there. In the cinematic universe, in the Captain Marvel movie, the Supreme Intelligence appeared to the person as somebody they admired most. Well, that's just because this really didn't translate on screen too well. But yeah, so what the Supreme Intelligence essentially is a conglomeration of pink and blue Kree minds, just forming just like a super hive mind essentially, and housing a computer, and generally communicates with the Kree via monitor. So what I need to do is build a place to encase this, but the monitor is absolutely huge. This kind of to scale a little bit. Maybe it's a little bit small. But you can see I got Ronan there in front, and a and a scroll, just because it's the Kree and that's their sworn enemy. I also have Nebula in here, comic book version back in the day with hair. Yes, Nebula did have hair. Yes, just a couple figures I got just to get an idea of how big this thing is. But we're gonna take a look more closely at some of the stuff. Let me get these figures out of the way real quick. Scoop. Alright, and so every time you see the Supreme Intelligence, the images of it, especially the ones drawn back in the day, and I read a lot of Silver Surfer, that was my jam. So there was another Kree Skrull war, and somehow someone had infected the Supreme Intelligence, but anyway, it got like a virus or something and was going insane, because the blue and the pink minds were fighting with each other. But every time you see the Supreme Intelligence, the eyes kind of glow yellow there, and they're recessed. So I got the extra black in there to kind of make that work. And you see kind of an energy glow coming from the mouth. Well, didn't know exactly how I was going to do that, if I was going to light it or something else. But what I ended up doing, just going with some flat plates there in the front, shiny new ones to get a good reflection off of it, and that way the surface that was reflected into there kind of makes it look like it's got an inner glow to it, or at least that was the intention. But as you can see, dark turquoise for the entire build. Some folks call it teal, but I love it so much I call it the dark turk. I went way back and got some bionicle feet here for the cheekbones, that structure up there, and most of this is supplied by, well, I got some bits from Bricks and Pieces and some other places, but these 2x2 round plates that you can see, like right here, especially. Move it a little closer. And I was at the Lego store recently, and I hit the pick brick wall, and they had them, and I darn near filled up an entire cup, because I knew I had this build coming up, and it was something that I thought, well, if I don't have enough pieces, I'll use that to fetch it in. And actually, because the Supreme Intelligence is a bumpy SOB, kind of works. For the top here, for the tentacles that are kind of coming off, tentacles, interface bits, whatever you want to think of them as. They're the 2x2 little macaroni axle brick. First came out with the Mickey and Minnie in black, but these came with, the ones I got here came with the Trolls Vibe City concert. That had 3. I had to order 30 more. We're going to turn it around, take a look at the back. It's pretty solid and heavy build, just because I just threw all the dark turquoise at it. And you see there we got, because it's just kind of a blobby brain, right? I mean, that's what the Supreme Intelligence is. So that's kind of the form I went for. Some of the stuff on here, it was kind of a Hail Mary pass. And I mean, when I get more dark turquoise, I'm going to fill in different bits, especially up there at the base of the tentacles. But, for now, I think it looks pretty good. And I wanted to keep it thinner rather than go too thick, because I do want to fit it into some sort of monitor-esque case. But yeah, I made this with these little things here so that if I needed to, I could use that as like an interior panel, do kind of a Wizard of Oz thing. Pay no attention to the man behind the Supreme Intelligence, something like that. And show you another thing here that I did, which is kind of weird, and I hope I don't knock this thing over when I show you. But for the underneath, see, I've already knocked a piece off. So yeah. What would Zardu Hasselfrau say? All right, so rather than lift it up, I inverted to 12 by 12 Technic plates that have funky corners and stuff, and had those pieces laying around for a while. So they're inverted underneath, and it's kind of slammed together here with axles and other little techniques. But it works. I'd like to have a more pronounced lip down here in the bottom, but that's something. Hopefully in time I'll figure out how to do it and make it look seamless. When I tried to do it, it looked real blotchy and didn't appear so connected, right? And I wanted just a unified beast of a build. So anyway, thanks for checking it out. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for looking. As always, there will be more builds because I can't stop. Just can't stop. And, you know, classic Marvel characters are a thing that, you know, I've loved since childhood. So I got maybe a couple more in the lineup coming down the pipe here. But yeah, check it out. Stay tuned. Subscribe if you haven't. Like if you do. If you don't, let me know why.